Happy Sunday, everyone. Patrick here. How are we? Alright, so I'm popping on because I've gotten some requests lately and I thought I would jump on and show you how easy to make gluten-free, allergy-friendly Pillsbury Grand biscuits, okay? This recipe, Naomi Poe, the founder of Batter, came up with this recipe and she has customers asking to show how to make them. So I thought I would jump on because I had some time. I came home from work a little bit earlier today. So I thought I would jump on and everything. I did just get a brand new tripod for my camera, so I'm trying to move some angles and stuff and everything today. So today, the recipe is in the link right now. If you have any questions going on and on and on, you can post them at the bottom of this video, okay? I'm here to help you with allergy-friendly baking, okay? As you all know, this recipe is made with batter flour, but you can use a good cup-for-cup gluten-free flour. When I mean cup-for-cup gluten-free flour, you can make banana bread or anything cup-for-cup, okay? I use batter. I also use GF Jules. GF Jules is an amazing cup-for-cup flour for gluten-free baking, okay? You both can substitute this. In this recipe, you can use both if you want. It doesn't matter. Two good high-quality cup-for-cup gluten-free flours are the two I recommend, okay? So right now, I have already pre-measured and weighed out all my dry ingredients, okay? I'm going to tell you, okay? So I use 2 1/4 cups of batter gluten-free flour, or you can use GF Jules gluten-free flour. Those are the two brands I stand beside. Then you want to use a good quality baking powder. I make my own baking powder, but you can use a regular gluten-free baking powder. Just check your labels again. You're going to use 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Kind of modified the recipe a little bit, but I can make the modifications if you want to see them. Then I add also a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into my dry ingredients, okay? Then I also add in 2 teaspoons of salt, okay? And I weigh all my flour. I weigh all mine. I have an electric scale. Hold on 1 second. As you all know, I love my electric scale, okay? You can find this electric scale at any of your kitchen supply store, Amazon, any of those. I love my kitchen. This is amazing to bake with. Highly recommend. Okay? Then, all right, so I have all my dry ingredients right into this bowl. Okay? All pre-measured. All right, now for allergy-friendly. So, it calls for 1 cup, 8 ounces of butter. Okay? So, allergy-friendly, if you're dairy-free, you are going to use, and I have a couple to show you, Smart Balance Earth Balance sticks, okay? These are stick form. So when you're baking scones, biscuits, anything like that, you want to make sure you're using stick form substitutes, okay? They're much better than the stuff in the tubs. You can use the tub stuff for cookies, things like that, brownies, cupcakes, coffee cakes, anything like that. But anything that needs a solid fat, so I also use Earth Balance soy. I really love this new plant-based butter called Malt. It tastes like butter. It's an amazing product. One of my good friends turned me onto this. This is amazing stuff. All right, so you're going to use 8 ounces, and this is all cold. Cold. Anything you're making, scones, biscuits, anything like that, you want cold, okay? I'm going to put this over here. I already have that ready for you. So what I did is I took the sticks out and I cut them into cubes, okay? These are about 1-inch cube pieces, okay? Now what you're basically going to do, this is the easy part. You're going to dump this into here, okay? Put that in my sink. Then what you're going to do, I'm going to move this, and I'm going to move my camera down so you guys can see me, okay? I just got this brand new camera. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this And you're basically gonna pick up your hands and you're gonna Frenchize the butter, it's called. Or you're basically gonna make pea-sized pieces, okay? You're basically gonna pick this up and you're basically gonna pick it up like this. I do this by hand. You can use a mixer, but I find baking biscuits and things like that, they come out much better when you're just using your regular hands and everything. So you're basically just gonna do that. And I'm basically going in and out, in and out. And I'm just using one-handed. And you're basically gonna get all the nice clumps. You can actually see butter in this recipe or dairy-free substitute. That's okay, because it will work the same way. So basically, you're gonna cut that a little bit more. All right, see that? That's basically what you want. Nice cornmeal-sized pieces of this, okay? All right, now we're gonna talk about dairy-free substitute for sour. So if you're not dairy-free, just use plain yogurt. You can use sour cream. You can use any of that. But if you're dairy-free, you're gonna use tofu sour cream, okay? This is amazing stuff. It is soy-based, so if you have a soy allergy, then you can use coconut milk yogurt. I've also used it with Ripley's. You can find this at local grocery stores now for a cup-to-cup substitute in these, and it works perfectly, okay? You guys do you, I do me, okay? So I have that all measured out already. So basically, gonna pick this up and add that in, okay? This is very simple. Then, it calls in the recipe. So if you can't have eggs, okay, it calls for, you can either use aquafaba, as we all know is bean juice, okay, or you can use, hold on, I'm gonna move this because I can do two things at once. As we all know, aquafaba is bean juice. You can use that as an egg substitute, okay? And these, you can also use a flax egg substitute in this. You can also use my new favorite, Ripley's protein milk, okay? Very easy, okay? So what you're basically gonna do is you're gonna take this, and this is all your dry ingredients and everything. I'm gonna move that down a little bit more, okay? Then I'm just gonna mix this. So it calls for 1/4 a cup. I'm gonna just use 1/4, about 1/4 or so a cup of this, okay? I know what 1/4 a cup looks like. You guys might want to use a liquid measuring cup, but you guys do you, I do me, as we said. All right, now we're just gonna mix this together. I'm gonna bring that over like that so people can see. I'm gonna mix this, okay? This is very easy. You're just gonna mix it and mix it. All right. And it's gonna come together. Basically gonna look like biscuit dough, okay? Just kind of mixing it, getting the last crumb, okay? I'm gonna show you what this looks like on camera. Oops, dropped a little bit. This is my kitchen. This is basically what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like biscuit dough, okay? Then what I do, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm on a brand new camera, so I'm trying to get used to this, okay? All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. Take this, move this. All right. So I'm gonna quickly wash my hands. I'm gonna go over here to my sink quickly. Just rinse my hands quickly because I hate having goo on my hands. That's how I am. Alright, so basically, now I'm gonna add this together, okay? I am on right now called the Dough Easy Rolling Mat. I love my Dough Easy Rolling Mat. It's an amazing product. I can put a link in the bottom of the video if you want to see it. But it's an amazing product, okay? I use a little bit of Better Batter, or if you're using gluten-free flour, okay, you can use Better Batter, GF Jules, as we all know. It's called dusting flour, just a little bit, okay? And a little bit on top, okay? So a lot of people are probably going to ask me, you do not need a rolling pin for this project, okay? If you don't have one, you don't need one. You don't need your fancy rolling pin. Okay, what you're going to do, you're basically going to pat it out into about a square, okay? Then from the square, and I'm taking my hands and my palms and just going like this across the sides, okay? This is basically evening it out. Then you're going to press it, okay? Press it, press it, press it. Okay. So the next step, and this is when I like to use just a little bit more flour so it doesn't stick on my hands, okay, is very easy, okay? So we're going to go like this, and every time I'm just pressing it and pulling it in. Okay, the next trick, okay? Your next trick, okay? What we're going to call this is called a trifold. This is also called in baking, it is called threefold, okay? Or trifold. You're going to go once this way. You're going to press, go like that. This is basically what you do for lamination to get the layers and everything into products, okay? It's called lamination, basically. But I quickly do this with all my biscuits, all my scones. Very simple, okay? And then you're going to pick up the dough, once again, and you're going to do it one more time, okay? All right. And it's okay if it's cracks. It's gluten-free, but then you're going to do that, and then we're going to turn it this way, clockwise, and you're going to pat it out like this, pat it out like that. And every time I'm moving the dough, okay, you're going to want to move this dough because you do not want it to stick. Sticking is your enemy, okay, in gluten-free. And you never want to keep adding and adding and adding flour because it's going to toughen up your dough, okay? So basically what you're going to do, going to press that out. I take about a big, humongous biscuit. I already made a batch, so that's why I have my biscuit cutter already out. I'm going to take a big, humongous biscuit cutter, okay? You can use a small biscuit cutter or a big one, either one. And you're going to go one biscuit. Do not twist your cutter, okay? You do not want to twist it. Down and up, okay? And then I'll show you. Look at that. You're going to get nice, even layers going throughout the dough, and when that hits a hot oven, it's going to puff up, and that's going to be steam in your oven. They go on a quarter sheet pan. I have quarter sheet pans at home. A fourth sheet pan, it's actually called in culinary term. You can put it on a regular sheet pan. I do recommending you guys get parchment paper. Parchment paper can be at any local grocery store. And you're going to keep cutting, okay? And cutting. And cutting. Okay? This is very easy. You can make a big batch of these, okay? Put these just like this. I'll show you how they all look like when they're done. Make a big batch of these, okay? And then what I do with the scraps when I'm talking is kind of push them together. And then I go like that one more time, and I'm just pushing up and down, okay? Just like that. And then one more time. Just like that, okay? That can be, you can make a small one for the chef or the cook, as we could say in culinary terms. Then I like to bake, I'm not going to bake these right away. So what I am going to do is I'm going to refrigerate these or freeze these, okay? You can refrigerate these for about 2 days, okay? And then bake them when you need them. Or you can freeze them for longer, okay? You can freeze these, so take these, put these right in the freezer. They're going to take about 3 to 4 hours completely, okay? And then what you're going to basically do is you're going to take them out. They'll be like hockey pucks, as we call them. Pick them up, put them in a big, big Ziploc bag, okay? And then what you're gonna do in the Ziploc bag, you're gonna place them back in the Ziploc, label date them, and then when you want hot biscuits, you put them right in the oven on a cookie sheet, and voila, you have biscuits, okay? It's very easy to do these. This is basically what they're gonna look out before. You're gonna preheat your oven to hot temperatures, okay? You're basically gonna heat this oven to roughly about 450 degrees. You want this oven hot, hot, hot when you go in, okay? I'm gonna see how my other ones are doing in the oven right now that I have. See if they're done. Very simple to do. Oh, they're just about done, but I'm going to show you these. These are not quite done, but look at these. Beautiful. They need a little bit longer in the oven. Beautiful, but flaky, buttery, dairy-free, allergy-friendly Grand's biscuits. They're going to take a little bit longer in the oven, and I will show you guys once they are done, that they're just about done, how flaky and buttery they are, okay? So what else you're going to do, and I didn't say this, is you're going to take dairy-free milk substitute when you're ready to bake these, because it calls for an egg wash. If you can have eggs, just put the eggs in and you can have eggs, okay? But if you can't have eggs, you're just going to use your dairy-free milk substitute. I use something with a higher protein. So you want to use roughly, I would say, a hemp milk, or you want to use a pea protein milk, anything with higher fat and everything. You can also use extra virgin olive oil. Just put it on the tops of these. Throw them right into your oven to your high heat. Bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. And you'll have biscuits and ready to go. Alright, so I just wanted to quickly show you guys this video. I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions or want to learn something new, please don't hesitate to put it in a comment question. I love you guys. I care about the allergy-free community, and I hope you enjoy your wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.